3I Atlas, the third interstellar object in recorded history. Of course, there's probably been interstellar objects in the past. Who knows? Maybe the thing that took out the dinosaurs was an interstellar object similar to 3I Atlas. Something we got to keep our minds on. An interesting thing about 3I Atlas is a lot of scientists are saying, oh, it's a comet. But a lot of scientists are also saying this thing behaves weird. And I think if it's a 1% chance that it's aliens, we should all be really worried about that 1%, because the fact that something the size of Manhattan, a city that holds like 8 million people, is flying by all of our planets with a counter propulsion, like the tail is counter to that of the sun's gravity, which is the opposite of what it should be, which implies some sort of source of propulsion. In addition to that, apparently its acceleration is not that of a gravitational acceleration. So what is this thing? The interstellar object that is traveling towards Earth at 130,000 miles per hour was detected on the 1st of July, has left millions of people worried after theories have emerged that it could be an alien mothership. How? NASA, get the fuck out of here. NASA has said that the object known as 3I Atlas, which is traveling through space, is not acting as a normal comet does, and other scientists have spoken out saying its behavior is strange and it is not a normal comet. It's behaving not like a typical comet, and that's really a little scary, because if this is an implication of alien technology, right? If this is an example of alien technology, and they were able to just travel to another star, imagine what kind of weapons they have. Now, there is the thought that this is a result of a race that doesn't focus on war and focuses only on advancement. If the human race did that, dude, we would, the sky is the limit. Unfortunately, most of human invention came due to war. I mean, the train was invented during the Civil War as a means of, getting across the country faster and industrializing the creation of weapons and stuff like that, and bringing weapons to soldiers and stuff like it was for the human race. At the very least, our sources of invention have been either artists or war. Typically, it's war, unfortunately. Now, you could argue that there's an art to war, but regardless, the idea that we might have an alien coming towards us this weekend is pretty freaking scary. Astrophysicist Dr. Avi Leoloub has issued a terrifying statement saying that the object is not natural, and from an engineer's perspective, 3I Atlas is a mothership that releases mini probes and will slow down a perihelion and intercept Earth, taking advantage of the sun's gravitational assist. However, a Harvard professor said this will depend on the mass of the mini probe. Dr. Leob said that the comet does not have one major thing that all comets have: a tail. He said there were claims of a tail, but since 3I Atlas is accelerating and its current size is not much larger than an angular resolution of the Earth-based telescopes, it's not easy to avoid fortuitous elongation of the image as a result of the object's motion. A scientist has said that this may be an alien mothership, as there are differences to the object that are not natural, as it is releasing a compound that has never been seen before. As of now, I assign a 30 to 40% likelihood that 3I Atlas does not have a fully natural origin. This low probability scenario includes the possibility of a black swan event, akin to a Trojan horse, where a technological object masquerades as a natural comet. This is even a conversation, right? Here's another thing. This is what we were talking about earlier. 3i Atlas has raised many red flags as it has been described as showing strange behavior which has been spraying particles towards the sun instead of the jet particles moving away from it. This is called an antitail, which is releasing a metal composite which has never been seen before. The interstellar object is also releasing nickel and no iron. This is not typical for comets. Also, nickel has been identified. This has only ever been made in laboratories. I mean, let's be honest. Are we cooked, chat? 3i Atlas has a strange acceleration with a non-standard flight path. This suggests it is more than a giant piece of rock. On a scale of 1 to 10, chat, how cooked are we? I think this is a scary thought, too, because I'm just about to have a baby. I just got married a little over a year ago, almost 2 years ago now. You know, I'm just starting my life. As selfish as that sounds, you know, I have a nephew. I have an amazing family. So this prospect that this could be something that changes the course of human history. Call me selfish, but no thanks. We've already lived through how many historical events in our generation? Why do we need more? Come on, give us a break. If there's a God, stop it. Please, just stop, man. Now, what if they're friendly? What if they're the ones that helped build the pyramids? Well, what if it is just a comet and it just behaves against all known, you know, maybe it's just an irregularly behaving comet. Maybe it's just an anomaly. But I don't believe that. It is acting against the laws of motion that we know to be true, that we've observed. Why? Why? How do you have a strange acceleration and also be natural? No matter what, a strange acceleration, an acceleration that can't be explained, it's a little fucking creepy. If the only way to explain the acceleration is by means of propulsion, that's pretty freaking scary. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm a little bit nervous. Could this be an Earth-ending event? Could this be a human race changing event? Could this be the origin of humans on Earth? I have so many questions and we won't have answers potentially ever. Because you all know that if the government finds out, they might just not tell us. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll make another video about this once we know more about 3i Atlas. I'm really, really interested in this. And all I'm going to say is if this is aliens, this is probably planned to keep the Epstein files from ever releasing. But who knows? Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you think it's just a comment, if you think it's just a comment, leave a comment. If you think it's an alien, run.